I did. I tried to um, volunteer for uh, leadership opportunities or get involved in some student organizations so that I could put that on my resume in addition to my classes. So yeah, I became pretty heavily involved in the minority engineering program. I became involved in the Society of Women Engineers, and I would encourage people to also try to get some kind of community activity as
Yeah,
well on your resume, if possible.
I agree wholeheartedly. So we talked about the Society of Women Engineers. What was your experience as a woman in engineering? Was it a generally positive experience? Were there a bunch of other women in your classes? What was your experience being a woman studying engineering?
It was all positive,
Yeah.
Daniel. And I was also pleasantly surprised that there were more females in my classes than I actually expected.
Wow.
And it was great. Yeah, it was a very very good thing. So no issues whatsoever in that
Yeah.
area.
So you would never discourage a woman from pursuing engineering because it's a generally male dominated field.
So no, I would only discourage anybody from going into engineering, whether they're male or female, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Only if they realize, you know what, this maybe this isn't right for me. Maybe this is really not what I should be doing.
Yeah.
In that case, if you have doubt, if you're forcing yourself, that is not most likely that will not produce a great result for you.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think the reason why the engineering dropout rate is so high anyways is because so many people do try out engineering and try to see if it's for them and then they realize it's not and then they drop it and that's okay. They're making the right decision for them.
Yes, and there's nothing wrong with there's no shame in that whatsoever. And
Yes, and there's
sometimes you
nothing
don't
wrong with
know
there's no
until you get
shame in
there.
that whatsoever.
And sometimes
Miscommunicating. I just made a pilot, then they threw me on the stations. Now I'm not complaining, now I'm not complaining. My thoughts get complicated, I cannot explain in lameness. Never losing focus because I ain't chasing payments. Still playing in the basement while I'm working on arrangements. They heard the kid in 50 countries, thank God that's amazing. But I'd rather thank Spotify, they put me on the station.